Hi, beautiful souls. It's so nice to interact with you again. It's been a long time, a very long time that I didn't post anything here, and I wanted to take the chance today to start everything again and very fresh with a very special energy, very amazing configuration that is taking place in the sky right now. And so, astrologically, it has a lot of meaning, and I wanted to share my thoughts and my knowledge about it and what's happening today. So the 20th of January 2024 is first that we are starting the Aquarius season. So we are moving into the air sign, fixed air sign of Aquarius, which is the light bearer, or the carrier of the knowledge or spreading knowledge also. This is the rebel, the sign of the zodiac that wants to change things, that is very innovative, and it's kind of a visionary, not kind of, it's the visionary of the zodiac. And Aquarius is always thinking forward, thinking out of the box, trying to be different and bring something new that has never been explored before. So it really tries to bring something fresh, something extraordinary, something that is sometimes or mostly weird, or that has kind of a weirdo energy, something that is breaking the rules. This is the rule breaker, Aquarius. The archetype is also the rule breaker. It's kind of a like genius energy and trying to innovate constantly, move forward. It's the technological development, like scientific advancement and discoveries and experimentation. And so we are moving in this kind of energy of the year where the sun is transiting the sign of Aquarius. And yeah, it's a different kind of energy after Capricorn. Like the earth sign of Capricorn is colder and more reserved and behind the scene. It's very strong, building up things, but more in retreat, more kind of the hermit archetype. So Aquarius after that, it's more like showing off and also showing more creativity and more how do we say that? Eccentricity, more than Capricorn for sure. So, of course, I said this is the Aquarius season, but the very, very big thing is also that Pluto today at the same time entered the sign of Aquarius also. And Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. This is the planet that is here to make our soul transform itself, to burn everything to ashes in order to be born again. And it's constantly all over our lives bringing a death and a comeback to life again, a death, come back to life again. It's a cycle, and it's making us die and be born again constantly in order to shade the old skins, like a serpent, like the snake, this archetype of shading old energies, old patterns, everything that we thought were making who we are. We have to shade it, let it go, let it behind, to build something new, to bring a fresh energy, a new version of ourselves constantly. So Pluto is really this deep transformative energy against which we can't really do anything. This is the strongest planet in the zodiac in astrology because it's very, very deep rooted. It's really working on the subconscious and the unconscious mind, and it's playing in the background. It's a very, very strong, very dark and powerful energy that is can be very positive, mostly to transform this darkness into gold, to burn down in order to let the phoenix rise again out of the ashes. But it makes us go through very difficult challenges, very difficult problems sometimes, in order to make us understand that we have to die in a way, that some part of ourselves has to die in order to be reborn and renewed. So this is an energy against which we try sometimes to fight it, we try to resist, but in the end, if we don't go with the flow of what Pluto is presenting us, it's going most of the time, or eventually I would say necessarily through difficult times, difficult challenges, and very transformative things that are happening in our lives. So this nice planet of Pluto, of transformation, of death and rebirth and regeneration, is now coming in the sign of Aquarius. And Pluto is moving very, very slowly, right, around the zodiac, because it's the farthest planet of the solar system. It needs 248 years to make the whole round around the zodiac. So it's not something that is happening very often, right? The last time that it was in Aquarius, it was 220 years ago when it left the sign of Aquarius to enter the sign of Pisces. So it was a very long time ago that humanity didn't experience this kind of energy that is now taking place. Pluto already entered a little bit in the sign of Aquarius last year, but for a very short amount of time. And it was just to give us a taste of what was coming up and what was coming with the real, true energy of Pluto that will stay in Aquarius for 25 years. Yeah. Right now it's entering this sign from January until September, right? It will go retrograde a little bit again into Capricorn to see if everything that had to be transformed in the sign of Capricorn regarding the banking system, the system that is in place politically, our values regarding patriarchy, and how the masculine energies and masculine values are all over the society, controlling, or what needs to be transformed again, that hasn't been completely renewed in the last 15 years. There will be a very last review in Capricorn before it comes back definitely in Aquarius in October or November 2024 for 25 years this time. Yeah, so right now we're having a little bit stronger taste of what happened last year when Pluto entered Aquarius, and it was like the coincidence or the thing that happened at the same time was that ChatGPT, for example, was released. Yeah. As I said, Aquarius is the technological, scientific advancement, discoveries, experimentation. It's bringing forwards new knowledge and new ways of living. So at that moment last year, ChatGPT got released. That's the first time that it was available on a massive, for the masses, available for everyone to be used on a daily basis. Yeah, so it's this kind of also evolution that we might expect with Pluto in Aquarius this year, right now with the new ingress, but also in the next 20 to 25 years, like very, very fast expansion of artificial intelligence, for example, technological and scientific discoveries regarding health or any kind of advancement that would kind of upgrade us as humans. Yeah. At the moment, the ruler of Aquarius, Uranus, is in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. It's very stable. So Uranus is not very happy. Is not at home at all in the sign of Taurus, because Uranus likes movement. It's like an electric energy. It needs to move, and it's going very fast, like lightning speed. And in Taurus, it's like, I can't really move. I can't really do what I want. So the energy of Aquarius will be contained for a while regarding this kind of advancement, discoveries. It will expand, it will go faster, but not as much as it could, right? And then Uranus will move in Gemini, which is the fastest zodiacal sign, let's say, because it's air, mutable air. It's constantly moving, and there will be a strong impulse there of, okay, information, it will go faster, it will go in every direction, discoveries, technological advancement, whatever, it will go a lot faster starting in 2025, so next year. This year we will go forward, there will be innovation, there will be a lot of changes, but not as much as in starting in 2025. What we could come back a little bit again about to speak about what Pluto means in Aquarius. If we couple the power of transformation, the violence, the darkness of Pluto, and the innovation, the genius, the technology of Aquarius, the need to be different and very innovative or creative, the social fairness, the social aspect is extremely important in Aquarius. We can think, if we combine both of them, the topic itself is power to the people. Yeah, power to the people. And when we think about when Pluto was last in Aquarius, so between 248 to 220 years ago, many things were happening in the world everywhere on a social perspective, from a social perspective. Yeah. For example, I'm French, so I can mention one period of time that was very important, and it was all around the French Revolution. Yeah, there was really a social upheaval in France that brought up the new social values that took place afterwards, and this entire transformation, it was literally a death of the society that was at that time in this country, and the society was born again under another form, right? So it's this kind of energy. Another example would be in the USA, the Constitution of the United States that was also taking form, being created at that time, and also a bunch of technological advancement and discoveries that were very important from a social perspective were at the same time happening when Pluto was transiting Aquarius the last time. So it's this kind of energy and changes that we might go through in the next 20 to 25 years, like a lot of social changes, like improvements, so more power to the people, so maybe more fairness socially. And Aquarius is ruling also the nervous system. So it's a spread of information, and it's the understanding that we as humans, the humanity is working as a network, right? We are all different individuals, but in the end, the power is really huge and at its most powerful when we are working together as a network, as a society, as a human species, right? This is the ultimate goal or the utopia of Aquarius, that each individual, by its own creativity, by being itself completely, by individuating completely, then would create a society that would be perfect by interacting together, all the different individualities coming in a perfect network to create the utopian humanity that could exist on Earth. That's the goal, let's say, of Aquarius. All this technological advancement, this research, this innovation, this upgrade of the self, the individuation, in the end is to bring everyone together and to make it work at best. So the goal is this, but with Pluto also what's dangerous is that, as I said, it's a very strong energy, it's very powerful, it's very dark, it can be manipulative, right? Like scorpionic energy with display of powers, who is the most powerful, who is on top and winning, like don't want to be weak and show weaknesses. The technological advancements and the developments could be used in the wrong way. And so that could bring, for example, new weapons, new ways of destruction using technology, science, in order to have more power and to take over, The thing of with Aquarius is that it and Pluto can be that by wanting to bring a utopia, a new utopia in the society, there could be a little bit of a radicalization, like my utopia is better than yours, and my ideas are better. I am the most the cleverest, the more intelligent, and that's one of the bad sides of Aquarius, that this intellectual snobism, like to think that we are the best and that we think and what we do is better than what the others are doing or thinking. So this kind of radicalization and social confrontation and philosophical fights and ideologies and everyone, it can be very difficult to avoid sometimes this clash of we all want to bring peace and a beautiful network of humans on Earth, but in the end it's very difficult to bring them together, right? My idea of what the word of a better word is in this way and yours in this way, and it's in this kind of situation that it can bring a real clash, let's say. So very like a strong restructuration of the legal and political system has been done through the transit of Pluto in Capricorn, and then what has been done in the last 15 years with this energy, we will have the opportunity to, through the people, through each individual, by coming together, trying to like create a better world, let's say, by really interacting together and bringing humans together again, like to avoid social alienation. Yeah, that's one of the most difficult topics of this kind of Pluto in Aquarius, like avoid the social alienation. Yeah, this isolation of the individual, that would be the worst, or the failure, let's say, of this kind of transit that pushes us to connect all together. So one of the biggest topics is really avoiding the alienation of individuals. It's really a coming together. And for this matter, there's a supportive energy actually in the sign, with the sign of Pisces. Neptune, it's the ruler of Pisces, is still transiting Pisces at the moment. So it's at home, it's very powerful, and it's bringing this kind of utopian social vision and social movements. It's very it's a very soft energy. It's the feeling that we are all, Pisces is like the cosmic energy, the universe is like this knowledge that everything is connected, everyone is connected. So it's supporting this energy of Aquarius and bringing like an idealism, a hope, a spiritual inspiration, or at least an intuition, a vision of what could be created. And it's the more pragmatic and practical thinking of Pluto in Aquarius with Uranus in Taurus that is anchoring it a bit more in the matter, in the material world, in the created world, right? So this vision, this imagination, this dream, this like utopia that we are having really strongly with Neptune in Pisces right now is supporting a lot what Aquarius, the archetype of Aquarius, wants to bring and implement in our humanity at the moment. So yes, it was almost everything I wanted to share. It was supposed to be a lot shorter than this. I hope you stayed with me until now, and if you did, I really thank you. I hope that you enjoyed what I shared so far. It's just the beginning, because I'm planning to talk a lot more about Pluto in Aquarius and what it means in general, as I did this, but really more in details, and also to explain you more what you can do actually with this kind of energy, how it affects you, what is the role that you can play in the creation of this new society, what is our responsibility actually? What is our role on our individual level, right? This is where we can actually leverage something and where we can affect our environment and our life in general. But right now what comes to my mind is just that the most important is that we will have to shine our own light. We will really have to become who we are, to individuate as much as we can. I always say it, but with Aquarius is the pure energy of individuation. We have to individuate, and even if we feel like we are not really useful or that we can't really have a huge impact on the society because of everything that is happening right now everywhere in the world, all those wars or all those conflicts or all those issues on which we have the feeling that we don't have any influence, our role in the society is just to be ourselves and to shine our light just in our close circle already. If we can play the role of the lighthouse, at least for our friends, for our family, for all the people that we are in touch with on a daily basis, even with small actions, just by bringing a little flame, a little sparkle in their lives, I think it's already enough to start and trigger this domino effect, and on the long term bring something that is more positive in our society. So for now, I would just repeat you again that the most important is that you are yourself, that you stay who you are and become every day a little bit more who you are. And that's already a lot, I guess. So I wanted also to just finish this video to tell you that I'm starting again my breathwork sessions online, and they will take place every week on Thursdays from 7 p.m. to 8:30 Berlin time, CET. So don't hesitate to go on my website and register for the breathwork session every week. And also the astrology readings are again available, so you can start registering also online on my website. And yes, that's pretty much it. I for now wish you a wonderful Aquarian season and a good reflection upon what Pluto is bringing to our society. If you want, in the next days, that would be very beneficial. Yes, thank you so much for listening. Bye bye.